Yeah, we're just trying to create humidity in here. Like if it's post-storm, the last two first games of ours, one was delayed due to a storm, and the other one was very close to delayed due to a storm. So we're just trying to create humidity in the air, more difficult to deal with the ball. It's not really the heat, it's more the humidity we're trying to create.
With you going to scout team, like how solidified are the people who work with the ones today?
It's pretty solidified. I mean, they've worked. Now, there's going to be guys always throughout the year that come up off scout and make a difference for you. Who those guys are yet, I don't know. We'll find that out throughout the year.
So does that mean then that Ben Coleman's going to start at center?
That's the plan. We play today, and Ben's going to be our starting center. He worked for it. I mean, he's prepared. Like I said, we wanted to move guys around throughout camp, and we feel like that gives us the best chance to win football games.
Do you have a decision at nickel too?
Not yet. We're still going kind of back and forth. We're kind of, those positions aren't one guy plays the majority of the snaps like center is. So I don't like to talk about, positions where starters don't really matter. It's like who starts at the end, who cares, right? they all play almost equal snap. Like it's an irrelevant fact, right? So I think some positions I don't really talk about. Others like center, quarterback, obviously there's obviously going to be a starter pretty consistently throughout games.
With camp totally in the books now, what were your biggest takeaways?
Yeah, I mean, just the vibe of not satisfied, the vibe of wanting to be better. We had that some days, we didn't have it other days, but the majority of days we had it. And I think the greatest challenge will be, do we put in the work this week, and how do we play on Saturday? Are we a team that plays with absolute passion and love for the game? And if we do that, I feel good about most games that we play. If we just play with an unbelievable passion about us. So that's kind of what I'm excited about leaving camp, is I think our team has that passion.
At the beginning of spring, you talked about the biggest thing you wanted to see in spring to fall was getting guys taking that step. Were there any guys specifically?
Yeah, Montana's definitely grown up significantly in terms of lack of MAs and growth and stuff like that. Then you have other guys like AJ's gotten way better and he's grown. You have a guy like Jaron who's a young guy who's gotten way better and he's grown. So I think there's a bunch of guys who have started. And then you talk about the depth of our team. Guys like Tony have stepped up and they've had pretty good camps. So I do think those guys have gotten more comfortable in the systems and have been better.
What do you feel like the kind of team vibe or energy is right now with the game week or week out?
Excited, ready to hit somebody else. And I think that's the mission and the goal every week, is to stay focused on the right now. And that is always the biggest challenge, because there are so many distractions. Can we stay focused on right now? Are we the best version of us today? And then repeat. And I think that to me is the mission. That's the challenge of this season, is can we stay so focused on the moment?
How did your operation function at the mock game?
It was pretty smooth. We didn't have, I would say, like MAs from a perspective of people supposed to be on certain units that are unique, like last play kick return when you put all your skill players out there. Kick off after a safety. Are you going to punt? You're going to kick it off. Where are you going to stand? Where are the players going to move? Oh, they punted it. Is it a real punt? No, the ball is live. It's a kickoff. So you can't just avoid the punt and let it roll out. You actually have to field it. It's kickoff. So we tried to simulate those things, and I think our guys did a really nice job.
You talked a lot about the 50 years statistics. How much do you kind of differentiate between big picture throughout the season and taking a day right now?
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the big picture. I shouldn't say a lot. 3 to 4 times I've spoken about big picture to our team. 99% of our energy is focused on the moment, today. Right now, every once in a while, you have to bring up what people are saying, right, or the obvious things, right? So when people talk about the big picture and I see it on social media, I know our players are going to read it. Well, I want to attack that. I want to bring it up to them. I want to talk about it, right? But 99 times out of 100, we're focused on today, being the best version of us today. What is the goal to get better today? We're not worried about all the other stuff.
You didn't have it established too deep at cornerback. Joseph Smith, a true freshman, not in the scout jersey. How impressive have you been with his progress as a young player?
He's been an awesome guy. His growth, we saw that in spring. He's only grown, learned the system more. So for him to be able to, be a guy we can count on this year is huge.
ASU is incentivizing fans who use all their season tickets throughout the year. How much were you involved in that to get them into a prize opportunity or whatever?
To be honest, I wasn't involved at all. they told me about it and let me know, and it's awesome. I love anytime Graham and the team think creative to reward our fans, and so I thought it was a great idea and rolled with it. But yeah, our athletic department's been awesome. You know, I mean, Graham, Dr. Run, President Crow, everybody involved has been super supportive on the direction we're heading. They all understand that we're all living in the house we have while we're building the one we want. And you're never at the one you want. You're always trying to get better. And the moment we say that we have everything, the moment we say we're satisfied is the moment we're going the wrong direction. But the support has been awesome from the university, and when they can support the fans and all that, that's awesome as well.
This being the first year of 105 scholarship players, did it have any effect on the scout team construction?
Not really. When you think about that, you're losing 15 guys. So over a span of 22 positions, it's less than one guy per position. So where it really hurts is you're down about 2 D linemen and 2 O linemen. So that's where throughout a season you may have to tweak your stuff later. Up to this point, there's been no effect.
There was a point in today's practice where Jordan spent like an extra 10-15 minutes one-on-one with Hines Ward. How important do you think having Hines around is going to be for Jordan in a year where there's so many eyes on him?
Yeah, I think it's been huge for him to just more set the tone of what it looks like to be a Pro Bowler, what it looks like to achieve the things that JT wants to achieve, and to have somebody sitting there who's been through that, who's not just had success in the football field, but he's had success in life. He's had success in multiple avenues of whatever he's attacked. He's been successful at, Coach Ward. So to see somebody just be successful at multiple things, he's obviously doing something right. He obviously has a way he carries himself that breeds success. So when JT and all the wideouts get to tap into that, that's a special thing that they have.
There's been several instances throughout fall camp where Sam gone up to the receiver and Jordan had some communication there. I guess how have you seen him try to elevate the guys around him and try and meet that standard of excellence?
Yeah, Sam's been awesome. Sam's grown. Sam's matured. Sam's, he went from a redshirt freshman to a redshirt sophomore, and he shows it. And I think that's the biggest growth. Is sometimes people talk about him as if he'd been here for 4 years, and you forget. A year ago today, everybody had question marks. Was he the right decision? That was the conversation, right? So for him to come that far as a player, that far from a leader, just a testament to the work he puts in.
With so many returners, I guess, how do you feel comparatively going into this season preparation-wise as opposed to last?
I feel more prepared, for sure. Our guys know how to practice. They know what to do. Javen and Keith, they're both pros out there at corner. They're not getting guys on the ground trying to collision every ball, right? So, we've got a lot of, I feel way better from that perspective. Like I say, and I'm going to continue to say, right? It's hard to play this game with an immense amount of passion consistently. It's hard to do anything with an immense amount of passion consistently, right? You don't find that out until Saturday. You don't find the passion at which people play with. You can sense it in practice, but once the lights hit on and you can see a light triggered in somebody, right? You don't feel that amount of passion until game day, and we had that. And I'm hoping we still have it. I'm hoping we have a little bit more.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect. Thank you.
Kenny.